In this video, we are going to talk about another method you can use to grow your list, and this is through the use of exit pop-ups. Basically, you don't want to let your subscribers get away. Exit pops are a tremendous way to pick up new subscribers that were going to leave your website anyway, so it's a perfect way to capture their name and their email so you can market to them later. Because if you think of it, these are people you spent a lot of time to get on your sales page, to get on your website, possibly even to get to your squeeze page. And I'll talk about how you can actually exit pop them on a squeeze page so you can actually really maximize your conversions off your squeeze pages. So here's a little bit about the strategy. An exit pop-up gives you a chance to pick up new subscribers that you may have lost for good. You've probably seen these if you've been online anytime. Sometimes you may think they're annoying, but the factor is they work, and they work well for helping you pick up people that are interested in your offer because they're interested enough to be on your website. But maybe something about the sales copy didn't hit them. Maybe they weren't ready to buy at that moment. Whatever the case might be, they chose to leave your website. So what better way to, if somebody's leaving your site or leaving your business, you may as well have a way to capture their name and their email so you can contact and follow up with them later. So an exit pop-up displays when people are leaving a page and offers them something special to take action. It could be a free offer. It could be maybe a discount on the product they were looking at. There's all sorts of different strategies for exit pops. Every person that is serious about list building should be using exit pop-ups in their market, in their marketing and in their niche market, mainly because you're just basically losing people otherwise. So as we've been talking about here, the best use of an exit pop is to list build with your squeeze page. Yes, it's okay to get people a special offer, because you can pick up some new sales. It might be okay to, offer them something else, but the fact of the matter is the point here is list building is so essential to your business, so you may as well use exit pops to build up your subscriber base. Really, and we talk about how serious it is to your list building efforts, is that if they're leaving your site anyways, it would be perfect to be able to capture at least some of their information. Not everybody that leaves your site is going to, of course, opt in for the offer you have on the exit pop. But if a majority of them do, or even if 10% of them do, that's that many more leads that you have that you can promote to that you never would have had in the first place. Like, for example, the average sales page online, marketers, will say they tend to average and convert around 1%. Some more than others, of course. Some have converted up to 10 to 15%. Others convert 1%. Others half of a percent. Basically, I'm just saying if your sales page converts at 1%, even if your sales page is converting at a whopping high 15%, you're still going to be losing 85 people out of every 100 that visit your site. So the point is, I don't care how great your conversions are, you can still capture some additional leads on your list. So let's say it's converting at 1 to 2%. If it's converting at just 1%, that means for every 100 visitors, 99 people are leaving and not buying anything from you. And of course, even if your conversion is, let's say, 20%, that means there's still 80 people leaving your website. So don't you think if you could market to those 99 people or those 80 people out of every 100 that come there, that you could do, some good things for your business? Look at it as, let's say you average just 1,000 visitors a month, which if you do a lot of marketing, that's simple to do for a lot of people. If you have joint venture partners, that's easy to do. So let's say you get 1,000 people to your website. That means if you're converting it at 10% even, which is a great conversion, that means you've got 900 people that have left your website that you could have potentially built an opt-in list with. So it's super powerful, and make sure that you're using this strategy. So you may as well pick up, like I said, some of those 99 people, maybe some of those 80 people if you're converting at 20%, and good for you if you are. But the point is, it doesn't matter how great your conversions are, you can use exit pops to increase your profits. So this is a great strategy because now you can market related products, and then you can pre-sell them on your product. In fact, a lot of times when people are leaving your site by not buying, there's just something, it may not be that the offer fit them at the moment. Maybe the sales page didn't do a good enough job to convince them, and that's where having them on your list, it's a good opportunity for you to pre-sell them, to maybe give them some content, maybe like a free chapter of the ebook or a free preview of it, or maybe some other type of content. And that's where it can be very beneficial for you to look at using exit pops. So here's an example of an exit pop. I just wanted to show you an example. You've probably seen this. This is somebody's sales page here, and actually they're actually utilizing an exit pop right here. So this is a kind of a front end. Actually, this is a front end squeeze page. I apologize. And this is actually a strategy where you can actually increase your conversion on your squeeze pages if you have multiple offers, like multiple squeeze page offers. Like for example, maybe they're interested in dog training, but the report you offered them wasn't good. So maybe on the exit pop you can offer them a free video. Maybe they're like, hey, a video would be better for me, so let me join this and grab this dog training video, something like that. And right here, it says, wait, click the cancel button on the next window. And on the next window, and this, of course, is showing up on a slightly different website, you'll see though, OK or cancel. So these are kind of what these exit pops look like. Good exit pop-ups are basically like the ones you're looking at here, where they're unblockable, and basically people have to choose. If they hit OK, they'll leave the website. If they hit cancel, they'll stick on the page that you have for them. And so it's important to give them an idea that there's something special for them. And that's what's great about these these little exit pops right here that you're looking at. So that's kind of what they look like in general. Everyone's going to look slightly different depending on the software, but most of them are going to have this look and feel. So that's kind of what they are, in case you're wondering. So where would you use an exit pop? As we talked about, you can use an exit pop on sales pages, on blogs, on e-commerce websites, and even directly on squeeze pages. Like I said, if you have two, you obviously would not want to get them on your squeeze page and then exit pop them right back into your squeeze page offer. Although you could do that, people just wouldn't benefit people that much. So if you have two squeeze pages in your niche market offering two different things, you could do an exit pop up on one of those, and say maybe something's on article marketing and they weren't interested, but then you had something covering the topic of Facebook marketing and they're like, hey, that's intriguing to me, so let me sign up for that. So that's how you could use two of them. Some people use exit pops to give customers special offers. You see this a lot of times on big launches and different ClickBank products. Maybe they weren't interested in the product at the $67 price, but maybe they would buy it at $47. And some people do it the smart way where they'll take away something and say, hey, I'm going to give you this full product, but we're going to take away these things, but we'll give it to you at this lower cost. And that's an idea to use it. But what you could do is you could offer a special offer, and if they don't take the special offer, you could hit them with an exit pop for maybe a free offer. So and that's kind of the limit, I would say, in exit pop. Some people I've seen go crazy with it and they have 8 or 9 exit pops, but that just gets obnoxious for the customer, worse than anything. And by the end of that, they're furious and they don't even care what you have to offer. You could offer to send them $100 cash and they would probably turn you down. So you want to be careful not to overdo it with these. In fact, what I'm going to recommend is that you don't do more than 2, and typically try to keep it to 1 exit pop-up if you can, just because you don't want to annoy people. So the big thing is, I talked all about the importance of these exit pops. So how would you go about creating one? You should actually invest in an exit pop-up program or software to really learn how to create them the right way. There's some exit pop-up software that will actually create exit pops for you. There's other training out there online that will actually give you some of the coding so you understand what to do with it and how to work with it. And then there's other programs that I've seen online where they're web-based programs. You can auto-generate your exit pop. And that's the important thing for you, is you need something like this. This is one of those investments you'll want to make in your business. I've seen the prices range from $67 all the way to $7. And so just do some research out there. One of the most popular ones, it is on the higher end, but it's called Exit Splash. It's one that many people use, but there are many others out there online, but it is called Exit Splash. It's what a lot of marketers use, and so just want to recommend that one. The key thing is to research them and look for one that fits your specific needs and your budget. And a lot of them will have cool examples so you can see how it's going to look, how it'll function. And so you just want to do a little bit of research. So again, you can find some codes for creating exit pop-ups online, but the reliability of them aren't great. And sometimes it's much easier just to invest in your business a little, because you can use them on unlimited websites once you have the code working. So the point is, you'd be better off, investing in a software program that would help you create them. So do your research on Google and look for them. So search for exit pop-up script or exit pop script or exit software script or something like that. You should be able to come up with some software that you can start using. There's one right here called psychicpops.info. It's a software that may work and fit your needs. So just make sure when you're looking at them, some of them are only good on Windows computers, some are only good on Macs. So make sure you understand which system it'll work with. So most of them are some good ones out there are browser based, so you can actually just create the exit pop in your browser. So I just want to thank you for joining, and this is a great training opportunity for you. So make sure you look at adding an exit pop-up to your websites. It's a powerful strategy, and again, you are leaving subscribers and money on the table, literally, if you're not using them in your business. So always try to make the exit pop go to your squeeze page. On most exit pops, it'll ask you what page you want to direct people to, and that's where you would just direct them to your squeeze page. That's basically how it works. So you can build a list and market to those people for a long time. Remember, you will want to invest in an exit pop-up solution, and it is worthwhile investment for your business. So even if an exit pop-up picks up just 10% of the people leaving your site, that is still a tremendous amount of leads that you were missing before. So even if you only get 10%, so let's say, out of 1,000 visitors, 900 people exited your website, left your website. If it's let's say your site's converting at just 5%. So that means 950 people, only 50 people bought out of those 1,000, which is a decent conversion actually. So 50 out of those 1,000 people bought, but 950 left without doing anything. And let's say that you pick up just 10% of those, that's 95 new subscribers, So that may not seem like a lot, but I'm just using low figures. You should be able to get 30 to 40% or so of those people to possibly get on your list. The numbers will vary all the time. But even with the low conversion on your exit pop, you're still going to pick up new people, So even for every 1,000 unique visitors, that's up around 100 unique leads you could be gaining and growing your business with. So just keep this in mind and consider exit pops. It's a great strategy for you to be using to list build.